Hi family and friends, wanted to give you guys an update on Jenny. It is January 8th, I think, and the last update that we gave you, I'm looking down at some notes here, was probably late November, early December. So I just wanted to give you an update on what's transpired in the last month and a half. It's been quite a bit. I think Jenny gave you the last update, and after that update, she had a port installed, and I'm not sure everybody understands what a port is, but it's a way to administer the chemotherapy drugs without going through the vein system. They can also draw blood from it, but it's a system where it runs a tube down into the neck cavity into an artery, and then that tube runs underneath the skin to a bulb underneath the skin, and the surface of that bulb can be penetrated with a needle, and so you can draw blood from it, or you can give the chemotherapy drugs through that bulb. Um, so she had that installed about a week prior to the first chemotherapy treatment, and that was on December 9th. That went well, and Jenny, after that treatment, had some strange things happen physiologically, just small, odd things, nothing extreme, but just kind of an odd time and experiencing different strange sensations. But she seemed to do pretty well through that first treatment. And then a couple of things happened right about the 10-day point after the first chemotherapy treatment. She had, I think first we went in and had her tested for her white blood cell counts, because the white blood cells get hit pretty hard with chemotherapy, and it drops those white blood cell levels down significantly. And what they want to do is they would test you at the bottom of that dip, and that's at about the 10-day point. And after 10-day point, they start to recover. And her counts were really low. They wanted her to stay inside, not go into crowds or be by anybody who was sick. And so for the next chemotherapy treatments, they're going to give her a drug that will bolster her white blood cell production. And that just it's something that sounds like it's manageable. They just don't like it to get as low as what it was during that first treatment. The other thing that happened is this port got infected, and we had to have it removed. Long story short, the infection was somewhat unique, and we had to go to a special doctor, an infectious disease doctor, to help get guidance on how to treat that and what antibiotic was effective with that infection. And we've done that. That was actually last week. And so now she had a new port installed this last week, the day after we saw the infectious disease doctor. And that new port is on the other side. They did the same procedure, just on the opposite side. And she's now, they gave her what we call kind of a prophylactic antibiotic that addresses specifically the infection that she had before, just to make sure that it doesn't come back again if it's resident still in very low levels in her body. So she's on that antibiotic. She just got the port put back in, and now on Monday she goes for her second chemotherapy treatment. She has then 2 other treatments after that, so a total of 4. I went through this in previous videos. So let's see what else. She had lost her hair probably at about the 20-day point after her first chemotherapy treatment, and we both talked about it, and we ended up shaving her hair as it's falling off in pieces. So we've done that, and now she has a wig that she wears when she goes out, and she looks great in it. So that helps her through that. It was somewhat difficult. It still is at times, obviously. So she is doing well overall. I'm just looking at notes down here. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier in the video. But she's doing well overall. not sure what else to tell you. We really appreciate the intercession and the love that you have shown both Jenny and I, and we just want to give praise to God. He has been working in our lives to draw us closer to Him. With each of these challenges, it really tests us. It says, do you believe God says who He is and can do anything, and that our lives are in His hands, and that we are completely secure in Christ, and that our hope is not in this life. It is in what He has prepared for us. And so that's constantly tested during these trials. As many of you know, going through trials and difficulties, each of those kind of like draws away what really is what we think reality, but is not. It's the lie that this life is where all our pleasure is to be found and all our hope is to be found. And it basically unmasks that lie, and that this life is but a breath, that it is passing very, very quickly. And we're all going to die, and we're going to stand before God. And when we're going through things like this, it just brings us closer to that reality. And it's been very, very good for us. And I think Jenny would say the same thing in maybe different words, but she's told me the same thing a number of times. So we just want to give praise to God, and we thank you for your intercession, and we just love you guys, and wish you have a great day. All right, I will give another update probably in about 3-4 weeks, somewhere in there, and all the best to you. God bless. Bye.